It's time to sit back, relax, and have a good time with Knee High to the Tree High. Your host, the Naked Truth, Marcus McNeil, and the Real Spill, Jonathan Pump, coming with their unique perspective on sports and life from elementary school together all the way to the NFL. You can't piss on them and tell them it's raining. Knee High to the Tree High starts now.
Let's go.
Like a sap sucker to me. Like a sap sucker to me.
Oh boy.
Looking like a sap sucker to me. But
Boy, you crazy, boy.
it is what it ain't.
It is what it ain't, huh? Man, what going on, man? Welcome to Knee High to the Tree High, man. We gonna kick this thing off, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's been a lot going on in football, man. A lot going on this week, man. Of course, the NFL popping. We got the playoffs popping, man. And then on the flip side of things, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of noise down there at Bethune-Cookman, man. A lot of animosity, you know, a lot of everything, P. Shit.
Oh man, look. It's a lot, bro. It's vintage must-see TV, you know. Hey,
Man,
at our expense, man. Normally that's how I go.
Hey, let's watch a little bit of it right here, man. Little clip of what we talking about, man. We talking about Ed Reed down there at Bethune-Cookman, man. I don't know if y'all seen it, man, but Ed Reed supposed to be the head coach down at Bethune-Cookman. Before he even got into his office, before he signed a contract, before this man signed a contract, he already, you know what I'm saying, at odds with the school to the point where they about to part ways.
Yeah.
For 3 straight weeks, recruiting kids. I have 3 kids, Dominique Ponder, Jeremy Greaves, and Jordan Johnson, who are they in school, man. They already in school because they believed in me. Their parents believed in me, man. There's 30 kids that was here on Friday I was with when I got the phone call that they did not want me here. You understand? And I still gave $2,400 out of my own pocket for these young men to go host these kids. And I didn't tell the parents until Saturday morning when Reggie Theus sent the letter to my assistant, who was not hired at the time because none of my people were hired, and saying that tell Ed to withdraw his name. He wanted me to say this. I have the email. You want me to say that I'm withdrawing my name so you can save yourselves. I'm not here for nothing but these kids. I apologize for the unprofessionalism. This is what I've been teaching these young men. What these young men and young women did today is for them, man. That's powerful, man. That's old school things, man. I'm not here to bash this university. I know what Dr. McLeod has built. I've been researching it since they called me. In 1904, when she started this university with 5 young kids, it was built on education. I wasn't here to bash this university. I saw all the things that were going on. I have the tapes. My people and I have been shooting a documentary for the longest. I'm not here to bash Bethune-Cookman. I was still trying to get back to the job today. I'm foundation. I've been running for 20 years, man. 20 years to work with kids. I built a park in my own neighborhood. You understand? Because kids are dying. This ain't right. This ain't right, man. For Mr. Lawrence Drake, Dr. Drake, to come on and talk about me in that way. I knew this was a Christian school. I knew that. I'm a Christian man. I've
Yeah, they put it like this. Nobody likes to be called out. And it's just one of those things where it's unfortunate. But when reality slaps you in the face sometimes, you either choose to accept it and change or fight it and try to hide something. And it seems to me they taking the latter of the two.
What you mean? What you mean? Explain.
The latter, I mean, they
speak
taking,
on
they
now.
taking the
Speak
stand.
on now.
No, I'm saying it just seems like they taking the stance of we just gonna basically shame him and put out everything on him and keep it moving.
Bro,
But not really address the issues though.
Let's watch a little bit of the Lawrence Drake interview. How about that?
There you go.
We ain't got nothing but time and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Let's see
For
both
sure.
sides of the coin, my boy. See what's going on.
Ed Reed said he did not want to step down. He was not pulling out. Whose decision was it for him not to become the head coach? Was it you, the interim president, or was it the board of trustees?
It was the interim president. It was my decision.
It was your decision.
Yes.
And so, why did you make that decision not to move forward with Ed Reed?
So we, as you know, about Sunday, a week ago, well, let me back up. Actually, starting in December, we were working on a contract for naming Ed Reed as the head coach. I interviewed Ed, and I had three important things that I asked him to ensure that he was willing to do as part of becoming part of the Wildcat family. One was I needed him to really understand that we were a Christian institution, that behavior and character were clearly our priorities. And I asked him if that was okay with him. Could he abide by that? Could he, position himself as a role model for our student athletes as well as for the university itself? He indicated he would. Second question I asked is, well, great, I'm glad you're willing to do that. I need to know if you're also willing to build the kind of program that will allow you, because you've not been a coach before, this is an opportunity for you to be a head coach your first time. The university is giving you an opportunity to do that. And therefore, we want to surround you with the kind of people that can draw up the X and O's and help you become a stronger coach. He said, I get that, and I'm willing to do that. The third thing is I said, this is not University of Miami, and it's not the NFL. We just came through 2 hurricanes, $6 million worth of damage. Much of what we've been working on for the last year and a half is improvements not only to the university's infrastructure, but also a long-term investment plan. We have about $100 million that we need to invest in the university over the next several years. We said to him, look, you're going to become part of that. Are you open to helping us do that and build the program? He said yes to that. So when we saw the first video criticizing the university and saying, well, it's trashy and my office is dirty and all that, first of all, he was an employee of the university and he had not an office.
What you got, bro? Go on, let me know something,
At
man.
the end of the day, like I said, look like a sap sucker to me. I mean, listen, bro. Everybody's methods ain't always perceived as right. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate thing you got to look at is what's the main goal? You know what I mean? Like, apparently this has been going on for years and years. So everybody come in, everybody follow suit. Everybody follow suit, nothing's get changed. So it takes somebody to come in to do something different. It has to be radical for people to actually take notice. So end of the day, you can't really put a value or judge the way Ed has had the way he did it until it's all said and done, because we don't know what the ramifications of what he has done might do to help actually the school.
Spoil
Like,
change.
down the road, 5 years down the road, that thing, people might look at this and say, you know what, we got to rally behind Bethune-Cookman, and money start pouring in, and 5 years later, they got top-notch facilities. So
Yeah.
you just never know how it plays out.
Yeah. He definitely sparked a lot of change at the school. From them having rallies, the students having rallies, and kind of stepping up and speaking on the living situations. Here like moldy places. To the point where people getting sick or getting rashes and stuff after they take showers. And one of the students said, like those types of living conditions just ain't cool, regardless of what's going on. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
you can dress it up how you want to dress it up, but at the end of the day, bro, we're not talking about the hood. Like, if I come to Decatur and go to certain parts of Decatur, I'm expecting a certain living condition. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about that. We talking about a school of higher education. It's a campus.
Well, they
Like,
paying.
I don't care if it is an HBCU. Like, your expectation level, your standard should be higher than the hood. Like Spelman, Morehouse, Morris Brown, Clark. You go down there right now, and you go maybe 5 minutes to the left of the campus. You gonna be in the hood. But guess what? That little pocket is that little pocket, and that pocket gonna be that pocket regardless of what's going on the outside. And so I think that's the issue that people got to realize. Like, it's not about him being shocked about being in a lower level of, status of, as far as like money wise. No, he's looking at the condition of an actual school of higher learning. Like, bro, this is a school. Like, y'all get paid tuition. Like, what are we doing here? So I think the standard is different when it comes to that. And so I just, people just, it go both ways. Like, everybody got their own opinion, but like I said, my personal opinion is you can't judge it at this point. He did what he did. It might not have been all the way right, but I can promise you it wasn't all the way wrong.
Yeah. One thing I can see from this situation too, like from knowing personally both these guys, Ed Reed professionally on the field of play, and then Lawrence Drake, just knowing him from Atlanta and stuff like that, I definitely feel like two people kind of collided, you know what I'm saying, who have a same sort of like mentality, you know what I'm saying, like that. I'm not going to like, bite my tongue or hold back the way I feel, and I'm going to stand on, what I believe in, because for Mr. Drake, Dr. Drake to sit there and take that stance and get rid of Ed, and then to hear Ed and how passionately he's talking about everything, you can tell they at odds right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that situation ain't gonna work from the get-go. We always talk about all the time, like, if you have an organization, you have any sort of team, and you're divided, especially when it started up there at the top, like, that ain't gonna do nothing but trickle down throughout the program, and you defeated off the dribble. Yeah. So, the whole situation messed up. Damn, I was looking forward to see Ed.
Bro, I was
like
trying to see,
listen,
man. What I was looking at was, he talked about being a Christian university. Like, I hear you, and I'm not against it, and I'm not saying one way is right and one way is wrong, but I know vividly, TCU is the Texas Christian University, right?
Yeah. TCU, the horn.
I know vividly, remember seeing on the sideline during that game when they got their head smashed. Coaches on the sideline cussing all day. I'm not saying TCU is Bethune, but what I'm saying is we talking about Christian, right? And at the end of the day, Christian should be a Christian regardless across the board. You know what I'm saying?
You a Christian, like, we all sinners, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't really hold their transgressions against them. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, and I'm pretty sure if you go deeper than Ed, I mean, you go in the locker room, I'm sure you probably are not thinking Christian when you walk in that locker room. If somebody from the outside just walk in or walk into a meeting or hear these coaches talking, you're not. There are very few coaches.
To be honest, I didn't know Bethune-Cookman was a Christian school.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what it is.
Until all this unfolded, I did not know that Bethune-Cookman was a Christian school.
Yeah.
You know,
I
knew who started the school and who the school was started for. You know, but I definitely didn't know it was a Christian school. I knew it was an HBCU.
If you just spend any time in any locker room, there's very few coaches that you can say, "Hey, man, he doesn't use profanity." Like there's very few coaches. Like, and we've been on level after level after level, and you might run into one who's freaking and freak, and you know what I'm saying. Like we might run into that, but that's like a one-off situation. That's not the standard. So that expectation level, to me, I think really what it is that they got called to the front.
Yeah.
They didn't like it. So now we gotta pick apart this man who did it. We gotta discredit him so it don't make our university look bad. And so that's what they're doing. And it's sad because it's two brothers. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, you can't change the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though the message might not have came across the way you wanted it, what's the truth, though? Are those conditions like that? If it is, don't fault the man. Fix them.
Yeah, I mean, the conditions have to be like that. The students wouldn't be stepping up saying something unless the conditions was like that. So to hear the university kind of come and talk about the hurricanes, like, those are conditions that everybody has to deal with down there in Florida. So
everybody, I mean, and those are conditions that happen every year. So I mean, a hurricane in Florida is like rain in Georgia.
It's bound to happen.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Oh,
so I mean, and the thing I was looking at, man, was like, we talked about it before. It was like, bro, like we both went to D1, right? And we both went to a black college, for whatever reason, but we've been on the campus. And when you just look at the differences in just everything, I mean, as soon as you walk on the campus, you like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go to HBCU, your first thought ain't wow. Your first thought is, what a party at.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not walking there saying, hey, folk, you know what I'm saying?
Checking out the facilities looking
I
like,
can't wait to get to play on this field, you know what I'm saying? Play in front of 80,000. Like, we talking about what a party at tonight. You see what I'm saying? So, ultimately, bro, I know a lot of people are pushing for this even playing field between Power Fives and HBCUs. Ultimately, though, we're never going to get there if HBCUs don't take pride in the moneymakers. And the moneymaker are sports.
Athletic program.
It's simple. No matter how you want to look at the world. Like, you can go get a doctor. You can go get a school teacher. Any random group of people. But you can't take that same group of people and say, I'm going to get a professional athlete out of that. So, it is what it is. You can't fight the trend. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, athletes get paid, entertainers get paid. Simple as that. And when they get paid, guess what? So everybody else getting paid.
Everything around them getting paid.
So until the HBCUs take that same energy that they have in academics, in sororities and fraternities, in parties, like, they got to take that same energy and put it into the athletic program. Until they do that, it's never going to be, we can get them as much money as we can. But if they don't take pride in it, that money's just gonna be all for nothing. Because at the end of the day, the facilities, whatever else, gonna run right back down if they don't care about it. If we still showing up just for we leave, just showing up for halftime, and the rest of the game we outside tailgating. Come on, man.
Yeah, and she gotta get the athletes in there too, and you saw how passionate Ed was about going and sitting down in front of these people, parents, and telling them that I got your son. I'm gonna teach him the way. I'm gonna show him the way. To me, that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you talking about somebody giving you jewels and gems for life, you know what I'm saying, on so many different levels that you can't even pay for. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mentorship and apprenticeships that like turn generations around. You know what I'm saying? Because like you giving them like all the tools that they need to be competitive in this world. You know,
he might be a suspect at best head coach. But I can promise you, from the passion that he has, the wisdom and the knowledge that he's been through, it wouldn't even matter, bro. I just need to be around the boy. If I'm a young man coming in, just like Deion, bro, like, yeah, you want to win, but you also want to win at life. And if these men can teach you lessons about life, it's priceless, man. You can't put a price tag on that. And like I said, the passion that he had with knowing that he got people in school already enrolled, all because he there. Come on, man. What you supposed to tell them now? Hey, folks, y'all can't ask for me, but
ain't nothing too tell. They gonna have to get in that good old portal, that free agency.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
got that portal. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to figure out something. You know what I mean? Yeah, we ain't show it on the interview, but later on in the interview, he talked about how many. Ed Reed talked about how many jobs he had offered to him that he turned down.
Yeah, and I ain't really like the posturing either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that you haven't been a head coach, so this is an opportunity for you. Like, where it's like, bro,
he a Hall of Famer, bro. Like, he a Hall of Famer, bro.
It ain't enough football for anybody in that organization to have played.
Even mention. To even mention this man, what?
To outweigh what this man doing.
Bro, this man could have came off the street like for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
This man is a Hall of Famer, bro. Whatever he forgot, he forgot more than y'all even know about the game, bro.
You talking about defensive packages from the most exotic defense in NFL history.
In NFL history, bro.
Whenever you hear comments and it's like, oh, this is not the NFL and this ain't Miami, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
already know the mentality, bro. It's like we telling you we stink and we fine with stinking. So don't come down here thinking that we gonna be anything better than that.
Yeah. And then Ed, like he said, he is a Christian. Like, he is a Christian. You know what I'm saying? One thing I say, man, like, that I seen be like a divide, even in, you know what I'm saying, the church, you know what I'm saying, is like when, like, people feel, I don't know, like, better than, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
always levels.
They so, like, I'm so sanctified up here that, like, this person over here, you know what I'm saying, ain't reached my level yet in the kingdom almost. And it's like, bro, like,
bro, I don't curse, so I'm better than you.
Yeah, like, come on now. Like, don't play. We can't play them cards. We can't play them cards. Yeah.
I mean, he told that man he was a new coach. Like, bro, do you know who you speaking to?
That's Ed Reed, bro.
Like, bro, we not talking about just a dude that made it to the NFL, maybe got on a couple practice squad, maybe, you know what I'm saying, a year active. We talking about a dude that he got a championship, multiple Pro Bowls, and a Hall of Famer, bro. Like,
All pro,
That's
all
the
American.
elite of the elite, bro. That's the 1% of the 1%.
It's like you just have to put like the respect on it. The same way like when you a businessman and you've done so much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you go into a new venture, ain't nobody gonna discredit
Ain't
you.
nobody gonna discredit you, bro.
Because like you were a CEO of this company or you did all this other in your background, like so you shouldn't like use that to discredit, you know what I'm saying? What
Like,
they
bro,
are,
regardless if he can't coach, he know the game.
bruh.
So and he know the game of life. So why not? Hey, bro, we gonna ride your coattail on this one.
Yeah,
Whatever you see you need to do, we gonna give you 100% support. You ain't coming in here with no conditions. Like, bro, come on, man. What you think this is, bro? Y'all act like y'all done won the last. I don't even know what conference they in, but they done won the championship in these last conferences, bro.
I gotta see. Bethune-Cookman, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, like I done heard him in some classics and stuff like that, but I ain't really.
But yeah, he come from the prestige football. I can see with Grambling, somebody like Southern, you know what I'm saying? Those type of that be at the top every year, you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, come on, man, you telling this man he got to come in with all these conditions, like, and this is a Hall of Famer, bro. I'm not saying you let the man do whatever, but come on, bro.
Let him run the football program and build it up.
Just let him do football and y'all do academic.
As long as he ain't like doing nothing detrimental for them kids to where like, you know what I'm saying, like you see a whole bunch of foolishness going on, but from the way Ed was describing it, it's already a lot of shit going on down there.
Man, and that's the thing. And I really feel like and sometimes you gotta blow up the system, bro. You can't amend it. You gotta abolish it, man. And I think they've been putting band-aids on stuff for so long that a lot of people have been fooled by it, thinking that's just the way it's supposed to be. But I feel like, and that's across the board, I feel like there's a lot of shystiness going on. And I think Deion recognized it. But Deion ain't like Ed. Deion is flamboyant, but he's flamboyant understanding that the bigger purpose.
Yeah,
he kind of old, and he older than Ed too. So you know what I'm saying? He has a different vibe. Ed ain't like that, man. Ed is like you can see he's passionate about everything he talks about. So he almost want to put it on Front Street. Deion, even when Deion called him on later on in that one interview he had, not interview, but when he was talking to the kids, he just told him, he was like, look, Ed, sometimes you just gotta know when to walk away. And that right there told me everything I need to know. That let me know Deion saw what was going on, so he had to walk away. So he basically telling Ed, like, hey, bro, they not ready. It's time. It's just time to walk away.
Well,
and
man,
it sucks because it's our people. You know what I'm saying? That's the messed up part about it.
Hey, man, there's a lot going on right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I told you, like, this is something I knew we were gonna have to talk about. You know what I mean? I wanted to figure out what was going on, cause, like, once again, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we really here to like always advance and push forward. You know what I'm saying? The culture and everything we got going on. All positivity, trying to, you know what I'm saying, push in the right direction. And you divide and you conquer, you know what I'm saying? So we got to just make sure we stay together on it, regardless of, you know, what type of spin is on it or who's saying what, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take it and move forward to like get better.
The ultimate goal, man. The goal, what's the goal at the end? Is the kids, man. So as long as we keep the kids at the forefront and not our pride, not our egos, I think we can make progress.
Yeah, we will, man. We will. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We gonna do what we gotta do, man.
All right, y'all. Y'all just finished watching the Knee High to the Tree High podcast. We hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us your thoughts. We out.